Hey, good stuff, family. It is a cold day in Cleveland, but our hearts are warm. Our hearts are warm because a friend of ours, Bob Votruba is his name. If you haven't heard of him, maybe you have at least, if you live in Northeast Ohio, maybe you have at least seen his bus, his big old bus that says it says 1 million acts of kindness. And it's encouraging people to do random acts of kindness, which if you're, we do them, we try to do them every day, right? But 1 million, this was his dream. So I thought today is what he has declared 1 million acts of kindness day. It's the 12th year. So I feel like he's raising the bar really high. And I thought maybe it would be great to bring him on today. And lo and behold, our friend Bob Votruba with us right now. Hi, Bob.
Hey, this is awesome, Dawn. I'll tell you, you're inside, put us outside. You're right. It is a cold day, but our hearts are truly warm. Big day today. Yeah, anybody and everybody can take part. If you want to do one act of kindness a day, more than you normally would do, or 100 more, that's totally up to you. That's why we call it 1 million acts of kindness day, and get a huge response all over social media, and then personal phone calls and texts and emails that I'm sending.
Yeah, it's the power of one. We say it all the time. So give me a little window into, if you would, how this whole idea was conceived. You're from Northeast Ohio. You're living a normal life, and what was the light bulb that said I can spark a movement?
Yeah, that happened actually on April 16, 2007, the shooting at Virginia Tech, and just wanted to make a difference. I drove down there 3 days after the shooting and was there for 4 days, and just talking to parents and brothers and sisters and classmates and friends. I said, I'm at a unique point in my life where I can maybe make a change, maybe make a difference, and I never thought in a million years that I'd be traveling the country in an old school bus, a 1990 school bus. But over these 12 years, all 48 states, many of the states, or most of the states, many times, doing a lot of school programs, doing a lot of business programs and that. And one nice thing about now is I've scaled down with the mini kindness bus and able to stay in Northeast Ohio during the school year. And I'm able to do school programs.
Can I interrupt you there for 1 minute? I want to address the squealing. That's not a pig.
No, that's a very.
So when you hit the road with bogey one, and this is bogey number 2 because it's been 12 years, and sadly enough. So Mindy, can you show us bogey?
Well, Bogey has wandered off only because he was making so much noise.
Bogey has left the building. He's got to go get him. But while Bob gets him, I'm gonna show you.
Well, how did you guys get Bogey to that was some good steady camera work. I had no idea.
Stand by. He goes to get Bogey because Bogey was crying and he dropped his leash. So here we go. So
I love it.
Here's the beautiful sign. And you know what my day is for Wednesday? His day's different, but mine's Wordless Wednesday. But here it is. And here's Bogey.
Oh, hi, buddy. Bogey number 2.
Pounds, 4 ounces.
Bogey number 2.
Bogey. The first one was Bogart, and he traveled with me all throughout the U.S. It's going to be a little easier on Bogey because we're going to do a lot of stuff here in Ohio, Northeast Ohio specifically. But he's already a fan favorite. Nobody wants to talk to the 67-year-old guy. They want to see the little puppy. So actually, he's a pretty big-sized puppy. But it's just an awesome thing, kindness. We can lose so many things in our lives, but kindness is a constant. Kindness remains in our heart. And, acts of kindness that we had done for us or we've done for others when we were children, you remember those things, and it's what makes us. So this day is very special. And I'm sure some of the acts of kindness that people do today will be remembered decades from now. You do something small. I'm trying to do 36 acts of kindness today. I'm sure I will. And my son's birthday is actually on April 27th. So he's going to be 36 or is 36. So hence the 36 acts of kindness today.
Can you show us the bus really quick? Or is this actually the mini kindness bus? Since I met you years ago, you've downsized. Tell me about this.
So this logo of the Earth, planet Earth, and Let Kindness Rock the World was on the previous two kindness buses, the big kindness buses, and I wanted to carry that over. Along with down here is some Morse code. Kids always love that. They say, "What are those dots and dashes?" Well, that's Morse code, and it's STOPHATRED. Stop hatred. So it has an impact on people. But I just started painting the bus 2 days ago, and you can get a little view off the side. Two very important words: respect, and of course kindness. And then back here, it's nice to be nice. This is my aunt and uncle, who both of them passed away 3-4 years ago, and this was their quote that they always use. So that is about the extent of it so far. But I'm going to cover it tastefully with words. The previous two buses, I don't think there's a square inch that was left unpainted with a message. So, but this will have a lot of the same messages as well.
Mindy, do you mind to move back to the front of the?
That's what I thought. Yeah, we're
right.
moving
We'll
to
have
the
better.
front. Look at how beautiful this magnolia tree is, though.
Fantastic, yeah.
They all started to bloom, and then we're supposed to have snow in Northeast Ohio. Welcome to April.
Yeah, exactly. For me,
Bob, are you cold? Are you cold out there?
Yeah. Well, why don't we come on in and see you in person?
Why don't you go ahead and go inside?
Okay.
And Mindy, you wanted to just
even coffee to be had inside.
There is coffee to be had. I should have made you one previously.
I like a little half and half in mine. I suppose I can make it, but so very nice of you. Well, yeah, come on in. Come on
in. This is the first time we've done this interactive. So if you're just joining us, Bob Votruba with 1 million acts of kindness, making his way on in.
You can go to right here to the left.
Keep going straight. I'm gonna take your puppy in a second. Okay, make a left. Yeah.
Oh, right. Look who it is.
And I'm gonna leave the chat.
Hi, Bob. I have a chair for you. Look at this.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna leave the chat, Dawn.
Okay, thanks, Mindy.
You're welcome.
Oh, this is nice. Look at this setup. This is wonderful.
Oh, hi, Bogey.
What a great place for
We actually could give Bogey some treats too. Look at that. We're
there he is.
a full service live stream.
He's okay in here?
I think
he'll be here. He's going to be a little fidgety, so I'll give him up in a little bit. So
okay, sure.
Thanks,
yeah,
Minnie.
It's chilly out there. He likes the chilliness, and there's another dog in the house, so he's a little excited about that.
Cinnamony. So. But he is an awesome ambassador. But here's what I want to know. At what point did you stop keeping count of 1 million acts of kindness?
Yeah. I did track it first, and I came up with a number of for kids, 50 years. Okay, because if you're a college kid, because I was visiting college campuses,
right?
So 20-year-old kids, 50 years, 70, hopefully everybody's going to make it that far or close to that far.
Knock wood.
55.
You can look right over there too and talk.
55 acts of kindness a day for 50 years.
Wow.
And that'll get you to a little bit over 1 million acts of kindness. We're going to let Bogey go down on the ground.
Yeah, that's cool.
And do a little sniffing around.
If you hold on to his leash, though,
okay.
Okay. So here's what you may see then. You might see the mini kindness bus around town. It says, "Let kindness rock the world." So your plea today on the 1 million acts of kindness day is for what?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Anybody and everybody. And please do, like I was saying a little earlier in the interview, one act of kindness can make a big difference in someone's life. And that's what we're looking for is just to do one more. And if you want to do 100 more, go ahead and do it. Yeah. So it's a unique thing for the day. And it's perfect time in anyone's life to do an act of kindness any day. And we have the hope that people will carry on and do a little bit more than just today. So.
And well, we say for the Good Stuff family, we say see the good and then be the good. So on what happened in classic form with you, those shootings, I mean, we will watch from afar, but you went and you said, I can do something out of this. And that's often where the best good stuff comes, is through the really unthinkable.
Truly, yeah. I watched that unfold. I lived in Chagrin Falls at the time. Watched that unfold for the 3 days and couldn't make sense of how one individual could take that many lives in the course of a day, one life,
Yeah.
But so I came back. It was a little bit of planning for about a year and a half. And in 2009, 2 years later, I set out on the road visiting college campuses initially, right. And then all sorts of schools and businesses and that. And just people out on the street, they're very intrigued with the way the bus looked and with the message.
I remember I signed the original one.
Yeah, you did.
It's a lot of pressure too, because I have terrible handwriting, right?
Well, you're going to sign this one.
I think I put the good stuff. I probably put hashtag the good stuff.
I'm not sure. There's so many people, hundreds of people.
But you're saying I can get it.
Oh, you're definitely going to write on this.
I'm going to get in early.
Yeah, she'll get in.
Is there a limit on how big?
On
the mini kindness bus?
A limit to the amount of words a reporter will write or speak.
We have a lot.
We're gonna limit you to maybe 5.
I could just go with 3 and a hashtag. But we also say, God weaves, now watch them work. And we say together we can, together we will. So this is what you're doing.
Absolutely. Yeah. And need to do that. And it's just, all through life, weaving through life and looking for those opportunities and realizing like, wow, I'm here for a purpose. I'm going to do something. I'm going to make a difference in a positive way.
There it is.
And that's what that's what we're looking for. That's what we're trying to do as we travel the country, but now just really Northeast Ohio and Ohio. I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited to have, this bus is really 2 days on the road now. So we're going to fill it in.
It's brand new.
Yeah. And it's a 2003 brand new. But
I'm going to try to type the hashtag in here. Let's see if we can do it. But I started this this hashtag. If you're going to do a random act of kindness today, if you would put 1, the number 1, the word million. Bogey sounds like he's like in a pig wrestling contest.
He's so happy. He's so spoiled. He gets everything he wants. And when he wants to go somewhere and he can't,
I'm going to need a treat. So here it is. 1 million. Yeah. I'm putting 1 million kindness acts is the
I like
put
that
it up
hashtag.
here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And I think it was the first. I think today when we did it was the very first one. So there it is.
Being that it's my son's birthday today, I've already talked to my children yesterday and today, and my middle son already is committed to 100 acts of kindness
today.
Yeah.
So I think we need to call him and see how he's weighing in there.
We can. Yeah. He's a couple hours earlier than us because he's in Montana. All 3 of my kids are a couple hours earlier than us. So
should we call him?
They got a little. Yeah, we can bring him up. Yeah. See if he answers.
Good. I'm going to say no pressure, but we're counting on you for 100 today. So there it is. You can see that in the comments there. I think, well, here, no, let me put it. Let me, there, I'll put it underneath. There it is.
Call Mr. Peter Votruba.
Yeah, and let's.
I love Siri. You just talk to her and she does most of the time.
She never gets it right for me.
See if he answers.
I'll hold him
close. His name is Peter. Look at this. We have coffee coming in.
Yeah, thanks. That's cool.
Is this Peter Votruba? I'm doing a live podcast. I want to talk to you about the 100 acts of kindness.
No pressure, Peter.
That you're going to do today. You've already.
Here, hold them up here. Oh.
We'll talk later. Okay. All right. Love you, Alex or Peter. Bye-bye.
That's because he's like, oh crap, I better get going.
No, he wouldn't. He's totally doing that. Put him on the spot.
Of course he is. He's your son. But here's what I also want to talk about before we try to keep these, to like 20 minutes or so. I also want to talk about, so it's not enough for you to be encouraging so many people literally on the road to getting people to do all of this, out and about, taking your message to them. I've seen you outside Cleveland Clinic for the nurses.
Lots. Yeah.
Right. So not only is that's you would think would be more than enough for one man to pledge to round up and get 1 million acts of kindness. 1 million.
A little bit at a time.
In addition, your not new, but ongoing, evolving project involves these puppet shows. For kids.
Yeah, the puppet shows. Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
Bogey's Puppet Friends. We finally came up with a name. When I went to schools around the country, I did a lot of school programs, usually 20 minutes to 40 minutes. And in the middle of these programs, I would do a puppet show. And these kids, they just really loved the puppet shows. One was about sort of bullying, but not really bullying, sort of a rough kid in the neighborhood. And another one was about the environment, the big, beautiful green tree that they live around. And, if you're living in a tree, you better protect that tree. Otherwise, you're going to have problems and maybe not have a home. And then the third was losing a friend to a move. When parents move away and the child might be 8 years old and has known a friend for 7 years, 7 of those 8 years, and now they're moving away, and it's sad for them, but they're going on another adventure of making new friends and can keep those existing friends that they have. So we address those 3 issues that kids think about often. And when this whole COVID thing hit, and actually even before it, I saw it getting a little harder to go to schools, to do school programs. And so I said, I'm going to take this puppet show thing and maybe make 20 or 30 of them and put them online. Well, everything I do had a prodigious goal. I decided on, in a 6 years time, film 1 million puppet shows. I'm sorry, 1,000.
Come on. How
1,
old are you? I mean, seriously.
1,000 puppet shows.
I'm just being practical.
I was just seeing if you were listening.
I was. I'm also trying.
I was seeing if you were listening because she's messing around with the
I am.
keyboard.
I'm trying to get your Chiron up here so people.
So,
can
anyways,
see.
yeah. So it 1,000 puppet shows in a period of 6 years, and it's really not that hard to do, writing and all of that. So I'm already at about 340, 350.
Wow.
And we have filmed over 200.
Wow.
And we'll be putting Bogey's Puppet Friends online very soon. I've been saying that for some time, but we've had a couple setbacks along the way. And I'm just so excited. These little puppet shows, short and sweet and to the point, and they address a lot of issues kids think about. Maybe they won't share it with their parents. Maybe they won't share it with their counselor or their teacher. Mm-hmm. But when they, when they see puppets, when they see a guy with a dog, they seem to share some of their issues with someone like me, or really an inanimate object, if you will. So really thrilled about that, Boogie's Puppet Friends, and where it's going.
Where will you be showing them then?
It's going to be YouTube and other social media platforms. We'll have a website where all the links will be up there, Boogie's Puppet Friends. And we are like a couple of weeks away from doing this, and just so stoked, so excited, and can't wait to really share that with the universe, so to speak.
Here, I'll cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers.
What does the intro say? Welcome to the corner of kindness and nice.
From the corner of happy and nice. Exactly.
Please, I want to live there.
You're one of the announcers. From the corner of happy and nice in the big, beautiful Green Tree Village, it's Bogey's Puppet Friends. So that was my announcer's voice. And I know you're going to be one of the announcers. We're going to get kids to announce that. Just say that short little blurb and then put it on like every 10 shows. And if any of you want to send me a recording, I can send you the words. So really excited about that, to bring community into it. Mindy
really did have a cup of coffee.
This was.
Did she just give you hers?
This was an act of kindness for Mindy.
Oh, it counts.
Thank you.
Mindy Lee.
Thank you, Mindy. One
for sure.
Knowing her, she's probably on about number 40 today.
Because she takes care of Jakey and Jordan. So you're right. She's doing millions of acts of kindness daily.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. We all, we're all here for each other, family and friends, and anybody in need. You step up.
Yeah.
When you see an opportunity or a need somewhere, and then just during out the course of the day, I saw a guy. As I pulled into the development, I saw a guy, landscape guy, struggling with a wheelbarrow because.
Don't tell me you pulled over and helped him.
No. Oh. So the front yard was really wet, and he was frustrated. He could hardly move. So I gave him a little toot and a thumbs up, and he just turned around, and when he saw the double thumbs go up, he gave me a big smile. So
that's awesome.
So just something like that. Try to brighten someone's day. Be the light. Help others, and
be the light.
A lot of us have gotten away from this in this community, and in this universe, and we can make a difference here just by smiling and waving and helping and looking for opportunities during the course of the day.
Of all the things we can't do, that's something we can do. It's just be kind. Extend. In fact, now that you mention outside, I was going for a run not too long ago, and I took the neighbor Bob's.
Oh,
not PJ. Sorry, my bad.
Okay,
not your Bob.
Yep.
PJ's trash can. I just was like, I just rolled it up to the house for he and his wife, so they didn't have to. So shout out to PJ. But does that count? That was like months ago. I don't know if it counts.
It's still good. We'll count it for today. Yeah, but that's just going to be the only one. Special dispensation. We want you to really get cracking. How many do you think you'll do today? I'm
glad you asked.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing another live stream at 2:00 with a woman named Lisa Stewart, who is killing it in the way of good stuff. She started a foundation called Michael's Promise,
Mhm.
and their big fundraisers. First one coming up on Friday, and it's to help kids, to meet kids where they. Speaking of how you're reaching out to kids to
Right.
uplift, encourage, and inspire them. This is a foundation for kids of victims of child abuse.
Child abuse, yeah.
And she's going to meet them where they are, and it's personal for her. So
Yep.
again, of the awful unthinkable comes the good.
Yeah, it comes out,
Right?
and and I saw that need too when I was, hearing stories.
You told me
in
this.
schools and that.
Yes.
I sort of lived a coddled lifestyle. I never knew anything about abuse because I came from a loving family and loving neighborhood and all that. And you get into schools and boy, you hear some of these stories from teachers and that, sort of under the radar. And so I've got the kindness bicycle as well. And I'm making new signs up for the kindness bicycle that sort of, promote the puppet show. But for about 3 years, I rode for special needs kids and kids that were bullied. Autism, Asperger's, bipolar, Down syndrome, and
those are our people. Those are the Good Stuff family, the best of the Good Stuff family. All of those that you mentioned.
And a ride around the perimeter of the U.S., not point A to point B, but city by city. And that's where the second kindness bus started having big problems. I had to leave it in the middle of Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Where is it now, too? The original one?
It's down in Naples, Florida.
There you go.
I got it repaired, and I donated it to a woman down in Naples, Lulu Carter, who has a happiness campaign now.
Come on.
But all along, for the last 6 years that I've known her, 7 years, she takes care of kids with special needs and has a little after-school
Lulu Carter,
program.
we're going to have her on.
Yeah, Lulu Carter. We'll have to fly down to Naples.
Well,
how good would that be? Is it in the budget?
I was going to say, we'll take your donations right now.
Probably
the beautiful thing is we can just live stream right in with her. But it hits me like a ton of bricks, again, as I'm keeping an eye on the time, that I've mentioned Lisa's name to you because of the kid. Yeah. So you guys, I didn't even realize this. So today I know is 1 Million Acts of Kindness Day. We already had Lisa set up a couple of days ago, and it hits me as a ton of bricks that your live stream here and hers coming up. The Good Stuff family has already woven the two of you together.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Because together we can, together we will. I know the people who listen to this regularly are like, oh, she's saying it again.
Well, you should.
Can't say it enough.
It's
your
so
mark. True.
You are the mark. It's the mark. Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Just true.
Right.
And here we are woven, to do great things. You and partnered up with her for kids who are victims of child abuse.
Child abuse. Yep.
So now to close this out, one of my favorite stories, Bob Votruba stories.
No, what do you got?
Pressure.
Did I clear the story with you?
I did not. We never provide questions ahead of time. That's exactly from my journalism background.
All right. Well, I better take another big gulp of coffee. Yeah.
It's hysterical. So he's like, where can I really want to get some attention.
Yeah.
I know. I'm going to ride my bike with all those signs around the White House.
Yeah, we've done that. Yeah.
And what happened?
Absolutely. Well, as I was riding the bicycle, it was new. It was actually my first ride cross country, raising awareness of domestic violence, childhood sexual abuse.
And when was this?
And it was 2011, I think it was, because it was my third year doing this, into the third year. And from New York City down through Washington, D.C., all the way out to Malibu. It was going to be point A to point B, but it's a lot of work on point A to point B.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm riding in D.C.
Will you paint the picture? You're on a bike. You have signs hanging off.
I got my bicycle. I'm riding. I got a box with signs on it behind me that I could carry some of my clothes in and sign on the front.
He looks.
And I've since added
like he's mobile.
Added to it.
Living,
and there's
mobile.
all sorts of law enforcement in front of the White House. Capitol Police, DC Police, Secret Service, all sorts of people.
And what do your signs say?
You can kind of spot these people from a mile away. The one side said, "Be a man, don't raise your hand, stop domestic violence," and then the other side of the sign said, "Stop childhood sexual abuse now." It's a very hard bicycle to get on for 7.5 months. Like I say, New York to DC.
Because
Malibu.
the need is there. How much you would
so
love
much, but it's
to not have
so
to say.
prevalent in our society, and we really need to address it. And I did in a very big way. So anyways, I'm riding in front of the White House, and I'd stop every now and then. You could see somebody wanted to see what was in that box, because who knows what. So I'd slow down and talk to somebody, and I'd see the man or woman peek in the box, just wanted to see that there wasn't anything that could hurt anyone in the box. So all the while I'm going back and I'm going forth, back and forth. And I look into the portico of the White House,
And I'm looking, and there's some guy with
I can imagine.
there's some guy with binoculars on the portico watching me like this, my every move back and forth. I go, this is insanity. Poor little Bob Votruba from Chagrin Falls.
It's the 1 million acts of kindness guy.
Exactly.
But he's like, and you had actually, that got you an invite.
So here's what happened. 2 days later, my phone rings. And it's Lynn Rosenthal, the domestic violence advisor to the White House.
Wow.
And
look at that.
She says, we want you to come and visit tomorrow.
Yeah.
She says, you'll be getting a call in about 15 minutes. Well, I'll tell you, 15 minutes came and my phone rang and it was the Secret Service. And they started talking
How many
to me.
people can say that?
Started talking to me about, okay, who is this? What do you do? And then he came up with the question, where do you live? And I go, where do I live? I live on a bus. He says,
oh, then you're fine. Not suspicious
bus.
at all.
Tell us a little bit about that bus. For 3 years on a bus. So after it was questioning me more and more, I go, wait a minute. I says, you're probably sitting at a desk with a computer screen with every day of my life that you're looking at. He says, yes, I am. He says, but we just wanted to make sure that you are who you say you are. So I went and visited Lynn Rosenthal, and I thought I was going to have a 15-minute, it was in the Eisenhower building, which is just off the West Wing. And I thought I'd visit for maybe 5-10 minutes. 45 minutes later, and it opened up all the doors to all the coalitions and advocacy centers across the nation. I got an invite. It was amazing that connection. So it came from the guy watching me go back and forth.
That's hilarious. So if you're wondering if your one little act can have an impact, how about just try? You have no idea what God might be ordaining. Like, just take the first best step to see the good and be the good, and see what doors it opens. Literally open doors to the White House for you.
You just don't know. I mean, that kid pushing the wheelbarrow today, he was very frustrated and stuck in the mud. And how many times of us, figuratively speaking, got stuck in the mud, and would have liked someone to just, hey, way to go.
And I know it's true, just a smile. That's very basic, but it counts, isn't it? Because when I'm running, people see more and more than ever, very, with COVID, go to the other side of and they don't make eye contact. But when they do, and you smile, inevitably, you can't, it's like an impulse, right? Most people smile back. Some don't.
And we couldn't see our smiles for each other's smiles for the longest time. Now we can. And so it's just so so nice to see. And this is like, with spring being here, this is so exciting to, this is like the beginning of something new for all of us.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I think that's the
that was a
subliminal message.
30 minutes.
It's like we're in a bar. It's closing time.
Who said more words, you or I? I think I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to tally.
We're gonna have to figure out what you were saying when the light went out. I don't know. Maybe it was a big exclamation point.
I don't know. I think maybe somebody needs to pay their electric bill. No,
it could be that too. So, where can people find you?
Yes. Well, you can come search out Boogie. He's barking right now. But 1 Million Acts of Kindness is the website, 1millionactsofkindness.org or .com. And then the new website will be up soon, and it's Bogey's Puppet Friends. And we're really excited about these puppet shows. They're going to teach kids all sorts of wonderful things. And it's going to be fun, because kindness should be fun.
I can't wait to see where it goes.
Thanks so much. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, thank you.
And
appreciate it, everyone.
If you would, how this works best is if you can take what you heard, if you're inspired, and just share, and keep reposting. That's what we're asking.
We're going to do that today on this day. Yeah.
And if you see Bob out and about in the mini kindness bus, make sure you stop and say, hey, I saw you and I need to sign your bus.
So nice of you. Thank you.
And
I hope we do see you.
Yeah. And we have plenty of time today to finish as many random acts of kindness as you can squeeze in.
Yeah. I'm going to give you one more for this interview.
One more that I have to. Oh, I get one more.
You get
Got
one
it. Excellent.
So you're up to what?
2 for sure.
2 for sure.
Well, it's a start.
Exactly. I'll bet you, knowing you're probably up at 6 already doing things. We're bringing joy into people's lives.
I love you for saying it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad you took the time to be here.
Everyone.
Yeah. So go see the good and be the good. And thanks again for joining us. God bless.